I never learned a language in my adulthood, and in 5 to 6 months, I have to go from knowing only gracias to moving to Madrid with fluent Spanish, talking to my flightmates in Spanish, passing a language test for citizenship, and the ultimate test for them all, the most embarrassing and challenging. Can I even pick up a girl speaking only Spanish? Let's find out. Hey, I'm Bara, and this is one of my many personal challenges. Learning Spanish in just 6 months without teachers and without courses. And I'm also moving to Madrid soon, so failure is not an option. Now, let's figure out a plan, shall we? If we go to YouTube and say I or how to learn Spanish, and then you find so many resources, endless resources. And how about how to learn Spanish fast? Okay, even more resources. How about mistakes? Also more resources. So you see so many videos and resources and things to check and things to learn, and everyone has their own opinions and ways, and so many applications and websites, and you just keep scrolling, and then you go to Google and the same thing happens, and then you end up with like, oh my god, is this even possible? Like, how do you even make a plan about this? Because again, it's a serious matter, and I don't have much room to play around with. You keep scrolling and it's just endless. I went down a rabbit hole of perfectionism and I still had no plan. I was so overwhelmed by trying to make it perfect that I don't even start, and that happened so often to me. If you ever felt something like this, or if that happened to you too, please let me know in the comments below how it makes you feel and how you try to solve it. But for now, I resorted to the second most sensible thing. I asked ChatGPT to plan it for me, and I tried to be as concise and comprehensive with my prompt for it. So I said, I want a structured, week-by-week, complete, detailed language school institution-like plan for learning Spanish from 0 and 6 months. I have to become fluent by then. The plan has to completely replace an intensive language school so I can become C1 level on my own by the end. And then started writing a Spanish fluency plan for me, which, let's see it together. Duration 6 months for 6 hours per day, core components, okay. And then we go to month 1, week 1 by 2. I like this, structure, I like that. It goes into grammar, vocabulary, speaking and listening, reading and writing. Cool. Grammar in the first week and 2, present tense, subject, pronouns, articles, and then week 3 and 4, past tense, flexible verbs, vocabulary, food and travel. To be honest, this is quite frustrating because it doesn't really replace a language school because it doesn't include resources. Where am I supposed to learn all of that? And that's part of the plan. Like, I'm not gonna go to a language school and I don't know where it assumes that I'm gonna find all of this, and this is what I wanted, right? To minimize research and perfectionism and overwhelm. So in another way, it's still kind of hard work and overwhelming and frustrating. Oh my god. Then I decided to go for a run and a short workout to let go of some of those frustrations and overwhelm, try to be active and healthy as much as possible, and try to feel my best. But now, it's time to go back to business. ChatGPT. So I asked ChatGPT for direct links and resources for a first step, so it becomes actually a practical and actionable plan. And yes, it did. And then I made sure that all the resources are free by asking it to give free alternatives for anything paid. And yeah, it went ahead and looks like looking at week 1 to 2, grammar, present tense, we have a free resource, and vocabulary, same thing, and that goes on until last month. And if we actually, don't like the free alternatives, we can go back to the paid option and opt in for that. Amazing. While I was filming myself awkwardly in public, and as I was sitting for hours fixing my teeth, I started thinking, what are big mistakes I should avoid? What are some struggles that I might face? How can I waste the least time possible? And how can I learn from others' experiences? So I reached out to a friend, ChatGPT. What mistakes should I avoid, and what obstacles I might face along the way? Mistakes to avoid: 1. Not speaking enough, focusing too much on passive learning, skipping pronunciation practice, trying to memorize too many words at once, avoiding grammar until it's too late, not having a consistent study routine, using only one resource, and fear of making mistakes. Obstacles that I might face and how to overcome them. staying stuck in the intermediate stage. And then it even suggests a solution for that. Struggling to understand native speakers, not finding language partners, lack of motivation, overwhelm from too much material, struggling with grammar, and burnout from studying too much, with a solution to each one of these obstacles. Alright, sounds like we have a solid plan.
And I was wondering what doctor, dentist, and teeth and pain mean since my dentist visit, and since my dentist didn't know, we can resort to Google Translate, and that can be our first Spanish lesson today. Already making progress.
I was wondering what doctor means, and looks like it's
Doctora,
doctora. How about dentist?
dentista,
Dentista. Sounds good. How about teeth?
dientes,
Dientes.
dientes,
Dientes. I actually like how it sounds. How about pain?
dolor,
Dolor. Dolor.
dolor.
Spanish sounds amazing. Now the only thing left is to start and actually stick to it, and oh boy, am I scared. To be honest, I'm not feeling confident about this. Maybe because I never learned the language since growing up, so this is all new to me. New vocabulary, new grammar, new pronunciation, a new process to memorize things, and my memory is not it's not really good. It's not one of my strengths, let's just say that. And this is all out of my comfort zone. So yeah, I'm genuinely worried. It's gonna be a very big personal challenge, a very new one. But one thing I know that can help with that is coffee. Doing things together with people in a community. That's why I'm creating a private learning Spanish group where we all can learn together and keep each other accountable, share our struggles, and help each other. I think I'll also create a spreadsheet where we can track our progress and also add a competition element to the mix. I invite you to join via Discord, Telegram, or Facebook in the links down below.
Will I follow through and face my fears, or will I cave? Will I be able to talk fluently in 6 months, pass the language test, and maybe enjoy a Spanish date? Or it will be the most embarrassing moment of my life? Subscribe down below to find out in the next episodes. I will be also sharing if ChatGPT's plan is actually legitimate, what works and what doesn't, lessons learned, and what would I change if I can go back in time. Press the like button if you found this video educational and or entertaining. Tune into my Spanish learning group for some support, and please let me know in the comments below if you like this format of a video or you prefer something totally different. See you soon. Blooperssss! Oh!